Michael was 38 when his entire world just collapsed. For 15 years, he was the model employee. Showed up early, stayed late. He sacrificed so much, missed birthdays, skipped vacations, put the company first, always. He truly believed that his loyalty, his dedication, would be a shield, but it wasn't. One ordinary Tuesday morning, his manager called him into a small conference room. Human Resources was already there, waiting. He didn't need them to spell it out. The air was thick with finality. He already knew. They threw around corporate buzzwords like restructuring and unfortunate business decision. But all Michael heard was a deafening silence. 15 years of his life evaporated in 5 minutes. He walked back to his desk and packed his belongings quietly. There were no emotional goodbyes, no ansakis, no thank you for your service. Just a plain cardboard box. His personal items, and a security guard escorting him to the door like a stranger. It was humiliating. That night, he just sat in his car in the driveway for nearly an hour, the engine off. The house was dark, his family inside. How could he possibly walk in there and tell his wife? How could he look his children in the eye and explain why Daddy was suddenly on vacation in the middle of the school year? The weight of that moment was crushing. The weeks that followed were brutal. A slow, grinding descent. He sent out dozens of applications, tailoring each one, pouring his energy into them. Most went completely unanswered. The silence from potential employers was almost as painful as the layoff itself. His savings, which once felt substantial, started vanishing at an alarming rate. It was like watching a timer count down to zero. And his friends, well, some friends slowly faded away. The calls stopped. The invitations dried up. It seemed like his unemployment was an uncomfortable topic, something they'd rather avoid. With every unanswered email, with every polite rejection, he felt a piece of himself shrink. He felt smaller, less significant. He kept his old routine, waking up at the same early hour his body was conditioned to. But there was nowhere to go. No commute, no meetings, no purpose. Just an empty day stretching out before him. He started to question everything. His career choices, his skills, his worth as a person. His entire future felt like a blank, terrifying void. It was at his absolute lowest point that Michael had a painful but crucial realization. For 15 years, he hadn't just worked at a job. He had built his entire identity around it. Michael, the dedicated manager. Michael, the guy who always delivers. And when that job was stripped away, so was Michael. He didn't know who he was anymore. One night, tormented by insomnia, he opened his laptop. But this time it wasn't to scroll through endless job postings. It was to learn. He devoured everything he could find. He watched tutorial videos on new software. He read articles about emerging industries. He enrolled in free online courses, learning skills he'd always been curious about but never had time for. He started freelancing. The first projects were tiny, paying next to nothing. But they were a start. Then came slightly bigger ones. It wasn't a smooth ride. Some clients were difficult. Some never paid. Some projects just failed. But for the first time in a long time, he felt a flicker of control. He wasn't waiting for a phone to ring. He was building something. He stopped chasing the approval of a boss or a corporation. He focused on honing his skills, becoming undeniably good at what he did. He stopped waiting for opportunities to fall into his lap. He went out and created them, slowly, quietly, without any fanfare. He was rebuilding himself, brick by brick. A year later, Michael looked at his finances. He was earning more than he ever had in his corporate job. But that wasn't the real victory. The real win was having dinner with his family every single night. The real win was having the energy to exercise again and feeling his health return. The real win was sleeping peacefully through the night, free from work anxiety. He owned his time. He owned his life. Losing his job didn't destroy his life. It redirected it. It forced him onto a path he never would have chosen, but it led him to a place of genuine freedom and fulfillment. And here's the lesson in Michael's story. A lesson most of us learned far too late. A company will replace you in a week. Your family cannot. Your health cannot. Your dreams cannot. So work hard, be dedicated, be professional, but never, ever forget who you are without your job title. Build an identity so strong that it can't be taken away in a 5-minute meeting. Because sometimes, what feels like the absolute end is actually the beginning of everything you are meant to be. Thanks for watching. If this story resonated with you, please consider subscribing for more content like this. Take care of yourselves.